day when the AQI in the national capital has remained in the severe category, which means the AQI has remained above 400 for 4 consecutive days, which means that the air that the people of Delhi are breathing is becoming toxic and worse day by day. Currently, I am reporting from the pollution hotspot of the national capital, that is the Anand Vihar bus terminal. From today itself, the Graded Response Action Plan Stage 4 has been implemented, which means due to which we can expect that the traffic in the national capital might be under control. But if I could show you in the visuals over here, these are the kind of visuals that we are bringing to you live from Anand Vihar terminal. If you could see the manner in which the vehicles are still plying on the road according to the grab that has been implemented, the stage 4 of the grab that has been implemented. No vehicles who are operating on diesel engines should be allowed to enter the national capital until and unless they are helping in essential commodities, or they are operating on CNG or electronic engines. But yes, we can see that there is very little check and balances that have been made at this point in time, and vehicles are being allowed to move freely from outside the national capital to within the national capital. Many other steps have also been taken by the Delhi government. If I could just show you in the visuals, on the other side of the road, the sprinklers are being used by the Delhi government to make sure that the pollutants that are on the road, the dust particles that are on the road, they stay down and they do not get up in the air, which would eventually mean that the AQI will get even worse. But yes, steps like these can only be seen like a drop in the ocean, because yes, the AQI in the national capital is continuously deteriorating. For the past 4 days, the people of Delhi are being forced to breathe in this toxic air, whereas very little to no work has been done to improve the AQI out here in the national capital. But yes, one thing has remained constant over the past 1 decade, that is politics around the pollution levels out here in the national capital. Be it the Delhi government or be it the central government, we have seen the constant blaming of each other for this deteriorating air quality in the national capital. But yes, there is very little to no result that has been seen that could have improved the AQI out here in the national capital. Now, what remains to be seen that today is day 4, that Delhi continues to breathe in severe air quality, and it is expected that over the next few days the AQI will remain in the severe category itself because of the weather and wind conditions. Will our governments finally get their acts together and put in a policy that would make sure that the AQI in the national capital, that turns the Delhi NCR region into a gas chamber year in and year out, that could be improved for once and for all?
बोल रहे हैं 900 से ऊपर चला गया। मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि ये पराली का जो प्रॉब्लम है, ये हर साल का प्रॉब्लम है, स्पेसिफिक इसी टाइम पे क्यों होता है। ब्लेम गेम चल रहा है कि दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट बोलती है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बोलती है दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट। बोल रहे हैं 900 से ऊपर चला गया। मुझे समझ में नहीं आता कि ये पराली का जो प्रॉब्लम है, ये हर साल का प्रॉब्लम है, स्पेसिफिक इसी टाइम पे क्यों होता है। और यहाँ पे इतनी हालत ख़राब है। मैं जोधपुर में था 15 दिन, वहाँ जोधपुर में तो आसमान में आप तारे गिन लो, उत्तराखंड में चले जाओ वहाँ तारे गिन लो। तो गवर्नमेंट को कुछ करना चाहिए। ब्लेम गेम चल रहा है कि दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट बोलती है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट बोलती है दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट। और 500 किलोमीटर की रेंज भी नहीं है। हरियाणा और पंजाब तो कोई एक ही, अगर देखा जाए जोग्राफिकली कोई बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस नहीं है। तो कुछ ना कुछ होना चाहिए। खाली मुझे नहीं लगता कि खाली पराली का ही कारण है, और भी बहुत सारे कारण हैं। तो कुछ ना कुछ होना चाहिए, क्योंकि दिल्ली में रहना मतलब ये है, अगर आप दिल्ली में रह रहे हो तो अपनी लाइफ जो है आप 5-7 साल डेफिनेटली कम कर रहे हो कंपेयर टू अदर प्लेस जहाँ पे ये सब स्थिति नहीं है। तो स्थिति बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। कुछ ना कुछ ज़रूर होना चाहिए, मुझे लगता है।
Stage 4 of the Graded Response Action Plan has been implemented out here in the national capital, which means that vehicles coming from outside the borders of the national capital, they would be checked and stopped, and only those vehicles that are carrying essential commodities or are operating or CNG or on electronic mode will be allowed to enter the national capital. Currently, I am reporting from one such border of the NCR region. This road connects Gazipur, Uttar Pradesh state towards the national capital. If I could just move out of the frame and try and show you in the visuals over here, that none of the vehicles, absolutely no vehicles that are crossing this border are being checked. They are being allowed to travel inside the national capital unabated. Over the past 1 month, we have seen that several stages of the Graded Response Action Plan has been implemented out here in the national capital, but the reality on the ground seems to be absolutely different, because there are very few checkpoints that have been placed out here in the national capital to make sure that the grab that is reason why the grab is implemented, that could also be implemented on the ground apart from being implemented on paper. A big reason behind this is being said that the civil defense volunteers who are part of the Delhi government have actually given up their job because they haven't gotten the salary for a very long time, and that is the reason why they are not deployed on the ground, making sure that whatever measures that have been implemented through the grab policy, that is implemented on the ground as well. So yes, it remains to be seen if at all the Delhi government can find some way to make sure that whatever policies they are trying to bring in at this point in time to make sure that the air quality remains under control and people of Delhi are allowed to breathe in fresh air, that is implemented on the ground. But yes, hectic parleys are continuing between the Delhi government and the Delhi administration, but we are still waiting to see some concrete solution that is given out and that could be implemented on the ground, which could eventually mean that the people of Delhi who are running from pillar to post to just get a grasp of fresh air can actually breathe in fresh air and air that is safe for them, safe for the children, and safe for their parents as well.